Have you guys ever seen something so messed up but yet you can't stop watching? But yeah, this is the one for you guys. Today we're gonna review Netokano. Now, for those who have seen it, and I have seen it myself personally at least a couple times, because I feel as though that I missed something in the show. Now, the biggest thing that I miss about this show is not really miss us in I haven't seen it, more like miss us in there were some little details that I've missed, but yet important. So today we're gonna meet. Before I get to that, I just want to get to the context real quick because this is gonna be a hell of a yapping session, I must say. So we're gonna meet Suzumori Mizuki. This is a childhood friend of Sota's. Souta is, well, they became a couple and started dating. And afterwards, they started talking about their background story and, that whole backstory, jutsu type shit. And she tells him, well, listen, we would like to continue dating after graduation and whatnot, as promised. Because they've been friends since childhood. So that's understandable until one unfortunate, fateful day where she became like a track star for a track and field team. She was like the ace of the track and field club. Until we get to meet a disgusting, fat bastard. Oh my god. What's with fat bastards? I never understood what was so attractive or what's so appealing about fat, ugly bastards. If there's not an ugly fat bastard, there's either the ugly bastard or there's the fat bastard. Or sometimes we get both. And this one fits the latter. So we get to meet the coach. He was giving her such a hard time. She had to literally do not really a monologue, more like a storytelling of how she ended up in this situation. More like yep, that's me. And I know you're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation type shit, right? And she started narrating as because one day he checked his mailbox. Sultan checked his mailbox and he sees a DVD. Now, we all know what type of DVDs we get when there's no writing in it, especially with the thick material on the CD. Then he's gonna get his world is gonna turn upside down. And when he puts the CD to play, he sees his then girlfriend Susumori. And Susumori is sitting on a guy's lap and she looks completely defeated, flatlined, deflated, however you want to call it. And remember in a few videos ago, and well, I actually talk about this a few times. Whenever a character faces a lost cause, they reach a point of no return. It's either by two things. You will see mini heart shape on the pupils, or their eye color does it completely dims, almost darkened, as a matter of fact. And in this case scenario, both seems to fit because they put both of them. Because at first she started talking about the whole situation. She started talking about how he was basically coercing her into having an affair with him. And afterwards, over time she started to enjoy it. So much so that one day he put a chastity belt on her. Now, for those who don't know what a chastity belt is, it's one of those metal things that they used to have back in the medieval days to avoid men or women to have sex. Basically, that's what it is. It's one of those torturing devices where you can't even play with yourself, basically. And she was losing her shit. Not gonna lie. I felt really bad for her because she was coerced, and then the fact that she liked it was even more of a lost cause driven for her. And while she was talking, he is literally shook. He is like, he's had like that 1,000 yard stare. That's basically his basic reaction. And it was so bad to the point where there was one day where she was actually in an event, in a competition for track and field, and she couldn't even move. That was the craziest part. I don't know what made her like lose consciousness. It was so bad to the point where she lost consciousness, and the coach was quote unquote and seemingly helping her, but that's not the case. He had ulterior motives. This is where it got worse. Afterwards, she was like, she comes up after she finished telling the whole story of how she ended up in that situation, he hears the door open and she comes in a short skirt, stockings, and a chastity belt. Well, not really a chastity belt, like one of those lingerie underwear type shit. And she tells him, well, listen, I no longer want to be with you because I dropped out of the track and field and I dropped off everything for this man. And she told him she cannot see him anymore because of it, and she's basically gonna become a corn star. And I was like, hey yo, I'm not gonna lie, when I initially saw this, I was terrified, I was shook, I was extremely petrified when I saw this. And the sad thing is, the animation was so clean. That's the craziest part. It was so clean that I almost shed a damn tear. That's how beautiful this shit was. This animation was. Damn, I hate when NTR has the best animations. That's what I hate. But anyways, guys, that is it for my yapping and my ranting. Because this was a bit of a rant too, because it was so bad. I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad for her. I mostly felt bad for Souta himself, because he was the one who suffered out of all of this, and she's the one who suffered the most. And unfortunately, she ended up becoming a masochist. But anyways, that is it, and let's get right into the video.
約束を交わした。
鈴木は卒業してからね。
幼なじみの鈴森瑞希。幼い頃から俺を振り回してきた彼女に告白し、交際を始めたのが半年前。今日に至るまで清い交際をしてきたわけだが、陸上部のエースである瑞希は二人で同じ進路に進むという約束のために、推薦をもらうべく夏休み中は合宿と大会で忙しく過ごすことになる。会えないのは寂しいが、俺も明日から予備校に缶詰の日々だ。それから1ヶ月経ったある日、なんだこれ、 DVD？ 風見颯太様、俺宛てだ。これは
先生がそう言ったの。最後まで聞いてくれてありがとうね、ソータ。陸上よりセックスだって。おいしい。
なんだよこれ。
見てくれたんだね。そうだ。それよく撮れてるでしょ。先生がしつけた英検の子にずーっと撮ってもらってたんだ。先生が最後に直接挨拶してこいって。
Oh my goodness, when I tell you guys, I'm still traumatized up to this day. I don't know what else to say about this. I basically I basically provided all the information because I don't know what else to say. I was shook when I first saw this, and I was like, the hell have you ever watched something and have you thinking, what the hell did you just watch? This is one of those shows, and unfortunately it had you watching because how great the animation and the plot was, and you didn't expect it to go so dark and so south immediately. That's what really had me watching the show, and I couldn't deter myself from stop watching it. I couldn't deter it. That's how I wouldn't say entertaining, but it was just that it was extremely dark and the animation was clean, and that's what I almost shed a damn tear. I can't even stress or let alone emphasize how much this hurts me. I don't even have a girlfriend and that shit pissed me off. So anyways, just to summarize quickly on the last video that I made, I believe it's Anette to Anette-san, I believe. Basically, to summarize it, they ended up doing the video, and she ended up doing the whole Yorichi pose too. It looks like it just into a whole erotic scene after that. Episodes 2 and 3, there was like no interaction whatsoever, no character build up. I don't see why it just ended up at episode 3. But anyways, I might do Lillian to Anette-san soon, so you guys look out for that. I'm basically done with that series, and again, Anette, mwah, wonderful, beautiful skin and silver fox hair. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this dark ass episode, because trust me, it was just crazy to me, and I would rate it a 6 out of 10 because 1, it was uncensored. 2, there was some build up there, but it could have been better. It could have been, I would say it would have been darker, but there was like no, at least the main character tried to save her. I mean, he did try, but I mean, come on, it was futile. It was useless, not gonna lie. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Until then, peace out.